Good day. Welcome to spinpro17.com. Today we're going to give you a quick video tutorial on how to use the new matrix system along with the new matrix calculator. This is just so wonderful because the matrix calculator really is powerful and it really gears to making a profit. Sure, like everything else, you're going to have a few misspins, and when you do hit, you're going to make a profit. Now, it's not about how much you're making a spin, it's about making a profit, so small or big. And anybody, I can ask 100 people and they'll all say the same thing, is if they were down, they'll be grateful just to break even or even make a profit or even get close to their original bankroll. But with the new matrix, which constantly changes, that along with the new matrix calculator, using any one of these three approaches that we're going to show you today, this is what you want. And this will prove to be extremely successful. Now let's get to the calculator and show you something, okay? There's three different approaches that we're going to use. So, excuse me, if you're going to use, let's say you're using a sequence for the straight sequence of 6 numbers, and that's all you're going to use until you hit, you're going to use 35 to 1 odds. Now this is how we would approach it. You first will put in a payout, okay? The straight 6, and this is just playing 6 individual numbers straight up, is 35 to 1. You're not going to use your spin number, just your matrix numbers. Now, one thing I want to make clear, okay? It is suggested that you should have a minimum bankroll of $500 without any hesitation. You should have a minimum of $500. Now, if a person makes, and we've always said, if you're going to win or you're going to beat roulette, you can't beat the casino. You can beat a few games, a few sessions, and that will be the important factor. Because either you're going to try to make a daily profit of whatever it is per hour or per day, or you're going to use our money management schedule that we set up where you have a certain amount that you make every day and you clear thousands a month, which a lot of people are using and everybody's happy. Or if you're going to try to make a daily target, I mean, try to be realistic. If you're going to try to make $500 a day, how long do you think 500 times 30 days is $15,000? How long do you think you're going to get away with that before the casino shuts you down or takes your money? So if you're gonna go and become that creative and say, okay, I'll make a couple $100 a day, sure, nobody's going to bother you. But just try to understand this thing about units, because this is very important. If, as we say, as soon as you make 10 units or more, close the wheel, come back a few minutes later and start again, or half hour later, however you decide to set your sessions up, right? But remember, making, let's say, 10 units using $1 base bets, you can make the $10 in 5 minutes. Okay, so you've made a 10 unit profit and it's $10. But if you're playing with 50 cents, those 10 units is not $10. It's only $5. And a lot of people who use lower units, like 25 cents or 50 cents or whatever the case may be, is because they're using less of a bankroll. Okay, so you still should have 500 units. If you're going to be playing with 50 cents, well, you should have at least $250. If you're going to be playing with 25 cents, well, I think you should still have at least $250. So if you're going to be playing with less than $1 units, you should not have less than $250. That is it, bottom line. So let's continue here. We're going to say, okay, we're not going to use a wheel. We're just going to show you how to use these three systems to work for your advantage. Let's say you put in a bankroll of 500. One thing we want to reiterate is this win-loss thing. With every spin that you use, you're either going to put L for loss or W for win. If you click on the L, it's going to show the bankroll decreasing until you hit, fine. If you put win, it's going to show the profit. Now, if you do undo, that will take off your last inputs, but it will not change the win-loss column. You know, just the way the calculator was built, that we can't fix that right now. However, your casino bankroll will show you the truth. And that's if you happen to use undo. But certainly we always say, once you have a profit, like you have a win, it doesn't matter. Even if it was $5, reset it, and then put your new adjusted bankroll and start again. Okay, so let's say we're using the straight sequence of 6 numbers and we're using 35 to 1. Let's say your number was 21. Okay, it tells you 34, 17, 13, 25, 6, and 27. Now, here's the advantage of this new matrix. These numbers change all the time. If you put in the number 21 again, it may not be these same numbers. Okay, and 21 again, it will probably change. There are times, yes, it will be the same. Okay, just coincidentally, but it's not always going to be the same. Okay, I could tell you this right now. Let's say I put a loss here, and then I'll get back to what I was saying. Oh, we have to put in the number of bets, 6. Look, if I put in the number 21, look at what happens here. They're totally different numbers. Okay, you don't know what's coming, and this is based on what's coming off the wheel and the algorithms we have built in. You can put in, again, 6 and loss, and you can put in, 21 again. And you're probably going to have again, look, totally different sequence. So don't write these numbers down, okay? You're just going to be causing grief, okay? And it could potentially screw you up. So let's say you started with the bankroll of 500. Pay attention now. Let's say the number 21 came down, okay? Now, where it says number of bets, so you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, not 7. 6 numbers, and you're going to put that in. So you got 6 numbers at 1 unit, which is these 6 numbers at 1 unit, costs you a total of, see where it says stake, $6. So all you invested was 6. Let's say you lost. Okay, see it says in the win-loss column 494. That's cool. Now let's say the number, I don't know, 13 came in, and that's what you lost on. Okay, there you go. You hit enter, and these numbers showed up. Now, it's how many numbers? 6 again. So you're not going to play these 6 on top and then these 6. It's only going to just be 6, whatever the matrix gives you. Let's say you played that. You hit enter, and it says, again, 1 unit. No problem. Now, let's say that coincidentally loses. Okay, a lot of times you will hit, sometimes you may not. Because it's so conservative that you can literally go 5, 6, 7, 8 deep and still turn a profit without any hesitation. And that's what you care about, is just making a profit. Now let's say the number 16 came. Or better yet, let's say 21 came again. Okay. Now it tells you to play this. Okay. And it's 6 numbers. And guess what? It's still asking you for only 1 unit. So far, you only bet 6 each time. You only spent a total of $18. Okay? On this, compounded with that. Now, let's assume that this one win. It did win. You click on win, look at your bankroll. You're ahead $18 in less than a couple of minutes. That's it. Simple as that. Now, what you would do is, obviously, you made your target of $10 or more. If you had missed, you would have put in the next number here. It will give you a sequence, and you will put it in. Again, don't write these things down, even the units, because this can change based on what happens in your previous bets. So let's say you were after a target of 520, for instance, and you only got 518. Okay, so now you reset. Even once you have a win, it doesn't matter. You reset. You put 35 in here, and you put in 518 here. Okay, and let's say your first number was 21, or whatever your last number was. You know, obviously you close the wheel and open it again, or you want to keep your wheel going, fine. Now it tells you number of bets, 6. Now let's say you hit on that one. You're at 548. You started with 500. You're at $48 ahead in a matter of 5 minutes. So that's how to use the straight sequence of 6 numbers. Okay, so that concludes using 35 to 1 with straight 6 on the sequence.